Bullying is when people repeatedly and intentionally use word or action against someone or group of people to cause distress and risk to their well-being. They have three types of bullying. First one is verbal bullying. Verbal bullying is when someone uses words to hurt or scare another person. Verbal bullying can take place in person or online. For example, teasing, name-calling, making joke, and other expensive. Second one type of bullying is social bullying. Social bullying, sometimes referred to as relational bullying, involves hurting someone's reputation or relationship. Social bullying includes: first one is leaving someone out on purpose. Second one is telling other children not be friends with someone. And number four, embracing someone in public. The third type of bullying is physical bullying. Physical bullying is a type of bully where someone uses their body or an object to hurt or scare someone else. Hitting, spading, tripping, pushing, talking, or breaking someone's things, making means or rude hand gesture.
Where and when bullying happen. Bullying can occur during or after school hours, while the most reported bullying happens at the school building. A significant percentage also happens in places like playground or the bus. It can also happen traveling to or from the school in the youth neighborhood or the internet. When does bullying happen? Bullying can begin early at the preschool years. Bullying behavior becomes more intense during middle school, can continue high school. Bullying can happen anywhere groups of the kids meet, like at school, camp, or an after-school daycare setting. How does often bullying happen? Bullying abuse is not where to have people disagreement or misunderstanding. It is a different playful testing where both people see it fun. How does bullying happen? Students have reported about one or three cut children and adolescents report bullying. Others are the victims of the bullying.
Here are some expert-approved strategies for getting a handle on your bully problems. Number 1. Get adults, peers, and authority figures involved. If you're a grade school kid, then there is no reason for you to try to deal with your bully problems on your own. Tell a trusted adult, such as one of your parents, a teacher, or a school counselor about what's going on and let them help to put a stop to the situation. If you're a teen or adult, you may also want to let someone in authority know of the problem, especially if the bullying becomes or threatens to become violent. Research shows that in most cases, bullying stops on or reduces greatly when authority figures or peers get involved in the situation. Number 2, don't react. Don't give a bully any satisfaction. When you react, you're simply giving the bully what he or she wants and increasing the likelihood of future incidents. What will you do is walk away from the bully and try to keep your emotions in, even if you're raging inside. It's boring to pick on someone who gives you nothing to work with in return, so by minimizing your reaction, you hopefully take all of the fun out of it for the bully and reduce the odds that he or she will repeat the bully. Number 3, act confidently. Bullies like to pick on easy targets, and they are great at reading body language and looking for weakness. So by looking more confident and assertive, you may be able to deter some bullying. Some ways you can look strong and confident on the outside, even if you don't feel like that on inside, are by holding your head up high, walking straight and tall, looking people in the eye, and responding to people with a loud and clear voice. Number 4, don't get violent. Reacting to a bully with violence in return may not end your problems, and if you're unlucky, it may even make the bully worse. By getting violent, you are increasing the likelihood of further bullying. Additionally, once you get violent, there is no way to know how things are going to turn out. You may end up getting hurt, you may hurt someone else more than you meant to, and you may end up getting in a lot of trouble. Number 5. Try to avoid the bully. There's no sense in walking straight towards trouble if you can help it. So if you can avoid or minimize interactions with someone who's giving you trouble, so much the better. If someone picks on you on your walk home from school, then try a different route. Also try to always have a friend or two around you when you know you'll have to come in contact with your bully. Number 6. Have verbal comebacks prepared. If you feel up to it, try preparing and practicing some verbal comebacks to your bully's taunts and teases in advance. Coming back with a quick return to something your bully says lessen the power of her words and make you seem like less of an easy target for next time. Number 7. Keep your self-esteem up. There's no denying that being bullied can really bring you down after all. That's how bullies want you to feel. So to counteract this negativity, you need to increase the positive in your life by taking part in things that make you feel great. Get involved in sports, the arts, music, or whatever else you enjoy and do well, and make friends with like-minded people who respect you, admire you for who you are and what you do well.
Number 8. Get help when you need it. In violent or treated bullying situation, act quickly. Don't obey bully's command and run to a safe place. Number 9. In extreme situation, change your situation. If bullying persists and the administration cannot stop it, it may be necessary to consider moving to another school or adjusting to a safer environment. So if you did everything for them to stop bullying and nothing works, then find way to change your situation. Common characteristics of a bully. First is impulsiveness. So when we say impulsiveness is paggawa ng mga bagay na hindi pinag-isipan ng mabuti. Anger management problem. Ito yung mga bagay na wala ang mga bully. They just want to explode whatever they want. Controlling rather than leading. The bully is a type of person who wants to overpower everyone. The controller or manipulator. They want to do what they want. Next is prone to frustration and feeling annoyed. So, ang mga bully is madaling mainis. And they are the type of person that enjoys to annoy everyone but doesn't want to be annoyed. Lacking empathy, not sympathetic to the needs or desire of others. So, the bully only care for their own feelings and wants not for the other would feel. As long as she or he will never gonna care for the feelings of others. Next is blames victims by saying things like, if the geek didn't look so stupid, I wouldn't have to hit him. So, na yung mga bully is biniblame nila yung other people more than itself. Kasi ayaw nilang tumanggap ng pagkakamali. Dahil for her or his, siya lagi ang tama. Difficulty following rules. So, mas piliin pa rin ng mga bully na magsaya kaysa sa sumunod sa mga rules. Pinapairal nila ang katigasan ng kanilang mga ulo. Little respect for authority. So, mataas ang paningin nila sa kanilang sarili. Binabaliwala nila ang age gap pagdating sa respeto. Kahit napagsabi ng po at opo sa mga nakakatanda. This is views violence in a positive way, such as a form of entertainment or a good way to get needs met. So, maraming ways of bullying. One of the example is physical abuse. Kapag ang bully ay sinasaktan nila ang kanilang mga kaklase, nafe-feel nila ang kanilang satisfaction kahit na alam nila mali ang kanilang ginagawa. Physically stronger than other children. Common with boys who bully. So, ang target ng mga bullies ay yung mga weaker people like for example, yung payat, mataba, tahimik, at saka yung mga hindi masyadong katalinuhan. Dahil alam ng mga bullies na wala itong kalaban-laban. Isang tingin lang nila nito is alam na nila kaagad na sila na yung yun na yung next target nila. Common ito sa mga boys, pero minsan meron ding girls na gumagawa nito. So last is perceived as popular, common with girls. So best example nito is kila Andrea Brillantes at Francine Diaz sa Kadinang Ginto. 'Di ba si Andrea or si Marga is popular siya sa school. Tapos dumating si Francis din. Then nalaman ni Marga na Mondragon din si Cassie at ayaw niya ito maging Mondragon. Kaya ang ginawa ni Marga is ginabully niya si Cassie para hindi siya malamangan.
Bullying may stem from underlying mental health issues like anxiety or behavior disorders such as oppositional defiant disorder. Other teens begin to bully after they've been abused or experience a traumatic event. Example, ang pangbubuli daw ay isang paulit-ulit na pagpapakita ng masama o mapang-abusong paugali ng isang tao laban sa isang tao. Meron tayong mga halimbawa na maaring magdulot ng pangbubuli. Lack of parental warmth and involvement, or tinatawag na kakulangan ng pagmamahal at pakikialam ng magulang. This can be because the child lives with parents who are not at home or too tired to give time and attention to a child. It may also happen in homes where parents are apathetic about their kids and lack the desire to be involved in their activities. The next one is overly permissive parenting, or tinatawag na labis-labis na pagpapahintulot ng magulang. This can be because when children are given few rules and a little guidance, they may try to control their peers. Permissive parents don't set limits, and they often make children feel entitled. So, the next one is lack of parental supervision, or tinatawag na kakulangan ng pangangalaga ng magulang. Without appropriate supervision, teens have to fend for themselves. They may find that being mean, bossy, and demanding gets their needs met temporarily. But since bullies struggle to establish healthy relationship, their behavior backfires in the long term. Ang harsh physical discipline ay tumutukoy sa matinding pisikal na paraan ng pagpaparusa sa isang bata bilang bahagi ng pagpapalaki o disiplina. Harsh physical discipline ay maaaring magdulot ng takot, galit, at maaari ring magtulak sa kanila na magpakita ng pag-uugali tulad ng pangbubuli sa iba. So the next one is cause and conflict. Children who witness bullying in the home or those who are bullied by siblings are more likely to bully others. Constant chaos such as frequent moves or disruptions in schooling may also contribute to bullying. And the next one is consequences of bullying and other antisocial behaviors. While there is much discussion about what happens to young people who are victims of bullying, there's less discussion about the consequences bullies receive, while many of them experience individual consequences. Society as a whole can pay a big price for children who bully or exhibit other violence and antisocial behaviors. And the last one is what to do if your child is a bully. If your child is a bully, address the issues head-on, provide increased supervision, set clear limits, and enforce consequences. Talk to your teen about bullying, discuss the effect it can have on other kids as well as the potential legal, social, and educational consequence it can have your teen. If your child continues to bully others, get professional help. A mental health professional may be able to rule out of underlying mental health issue and can teach your teen to social skills they need to get their needs without picking on other kids.
Exhibiting signs of aggressions or acting aggressively. So one of the best ways to address aggression in children, especially in toddlers, is to redirect the child's attention to something positive, such as playing or learning. Essentially provide them with a distraction. In doing so, the child will have learned to fuel the energy they would have wasted on something productive and beneficial. So it is important to note that the calmer you addressed your child, the quicker they will calm down. but also maintain a firm and strong voice to teach them discipline while simultaneously teaching them that a calm and maintained demeanor is best in challenging situations. So in number 2, teaching your child how to learn to cooperate. So cooperation may be a difficult concept for a child to learn to understand, especially in their early stages of life. So in order to allow the child to experience the positive aspect of cooperation, by placing them in a situation in which there is clear benefits for the child, so they will subconsciously begin to develop a sense of understanding and appreciations for cooperations. So praise is also important in these types of situation, as the child will learn to develop a positive attitude towards action if praised and encouraged to continue doing them. It is also important to give your child some autonomy while still enforcing the rules and a sense of disciplines. Allowing the child to develop some extent of independence will further aid in their development and be beneficial in cooperating in groups as well.